This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Most High give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And this lesson is going to be a let me back, Salakia, a let me back on the elder street teacher SCO4 on how, this guy had posted a comment on one of the brothers' comment board talking about he don't need to be out there on the highways and byways preaching the word. He doesn't need to be in a camp. What I'm going to be going over today is how you got to be out on the highways and byways because it's commanded of you, right? If you got ears to hear, you'll understand. If you got eyes to see, it's plain to you. Let's get this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 12. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Most High have made even both of them, right? So if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, the Most High then granted you that gift, right? This is the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. It's just like we read in that first verse, how it plainly says that you will hear a word behind thee, and it's going to be like it's instantly registered with your spirit, and this is the way. But you're not gonna hear that word behind you if you don't have teachers out there in the highways and byways trying to lead you to the mares, right? So this is the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. Now, this is a similitude. This is a parable that Solomon is writing, right? And as you read down, you're going to get understanding. Well, let's just keep reading. Verse 2. I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. Yeah, so before we came into this truth, we had zeal for the Most High God. We were seeking him. We would go to church on Sunday. I went to church on Sunday. I would be in Sunday school. I stay late. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Wednesday Bible study. I'm doing all those things because why? We sought who our soul loved, right? The watchmen that go about the city found me. So the watchman is going to be out in the cities and the highways and byways, and they found him, right? To whom I said, saw ye whom my soul loveth? But it was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth, right? I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chambers of her that conceived me, right? So once you hear this word of salvation, man, you're going to hold on tight to it if you're part of the elect, right? But you're not going to be able to see it unless, why? You went out to the city searching for him. And guess what? When you passed by the watchman, when you heard that word behind you, it was instant in your spirit. But you want to heard that word behind you if what? If you ain't have brothers out in the highways and byways teaching the word, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 1. After these things, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua appointed other 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place whether he himself would come. So Yahweh had a camp, man. He sent them 2 by 2, right? Therefore he said unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. Go your ways, behold, I send ye forth as lambs among wolves, right? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had set up a camp from the beginning, right? This is Numbers, to go out into the highways and byways and teach the word and bid the elect to the marriage, right? This is Numbers chapter 11 and verse 24. And Moses went out and told the people the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua came down in the cloud and spake unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto 70 elders. Just like Yahweh did. That spirit, they heard the word, they received the Holy Spirit, and they went out to prophesy, right? And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. Man, you supposed to be on fire for this word, man. You supposed to be hastening the coming of the Most High, right? Or the hastening the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? But there remained 2 of the men in the camp, and the name of the one was Eldad, Shalakia. And the name of the other was Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them. And they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle. And they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, of his young men, answered and said, My Lord Moses forbid them? And Moses said unto him, Enviest thou for my sake? Would that Yahweh, that all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua people were prophets, and that the Most High would put his spirit upon them, right? And Moses got him into the camp, and he and the elders of Israel. So from the beginning, man, we were meant to go and prophesy to the people in the street, man. It wasn't meant for this word to be put up on the counter, right? It says the kingdom does not come by observation, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 23. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said unto the servants, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled, right? So, a number of precepts to let you know. Matter of fact, let me get this one too. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests, right? So we are commanded from the beginning to go out and prophesy and teach this word to our people, man. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Till the next time I say, Shalom.